Wounded by a Black Rider, the ranger Amdir escaped with his charges into the wild, making his way back to the village of Archet.
There, Captain Brackenbrook, a retired sellsword, has allowed Strider and his companions to stay and take respite from their cares.
So, you are awake at last, Nasharina. You earned your rest, for you fought bravely last night. As for myself, I found no peace in slumber. The blade of the Black Rider pierced only my shoulder. Though not deeply, I am chilled, but it is no matter. Thank you for your concern, but it is Strider for whom I fear. He is charged with a great task, but he tarries for my sake, and for Archet's. Hail, Nasharina. Amdir is right. I'm torn asunder. I do not wish to leave him in this state, and Archet must be warned that the Blackwolds mean to raid the town, but I should be seeking a different Baggins right now. Perhaps you can help, Nasharina. The people of Archet will be in great danger when the Blackwolds execute the plan we witnessed last night. The captain here, a man named Brackenbrook, does not like my look, and will not heed my warnings. Pray, speak to him on my behalf, and see if you can rouse him. Every moment I spend here is a moment in which my true charge plunges blindly nearer to unfathomable peril. The Black Rider you saw last night seeks a Baggins, and our friend Mundo is not the one.
Did you wander in last night with those rangers? I don't like the look of those rangers one bit. But I let them stay on account of the Pale One's wounds. You say the Blackwolds mean to attack us, but I do not believe it. Not without proof. Those brigands have always been about. They are an unruly lot, but not murderous. I'll not be attacking them without good reason. If you must, talk to folks around town and get their opinions. If they are on your side, I'll consider the Rangers' warning.
If Captain Brackenbrook says we're safe, then we're safe. He's always done a fine job at protecting our village. Why would the Blackwold Wanderers suddenly attack us now?
Doesn't the captain know that folk need sleep sometimes?
I see that your friend is wounded, and I hope it was not the Blackwolds that did it to him. I truly trust Captain Brackenbrook, for he has always kept us safe since he took charge of Archet. I won't argue with the captain, but I will help the injured fellow in any way that I can.
You think the Blackwolds mean to attack us? Don't be absurd. They harbor no love for us, but they haven't a leader, and they fight more among themselves than they do with outsiders. They couldn't raid a squirrel nest, let alone our town.
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
It seems that I cannot leave yet. Amdir needs my help, and I have pressing work to do in Archet to get these people ready for the impending storm. If you help me, perhaps I can leave before tonight.
Amdir, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
The Black Rider that stabbed him is more fell than any creature you will meet in your travels. We have little time, and we must stretch what time we have by doing two things at once. Amdir needs medicine, Nasharina, and quickly. Do you know of a plant called kingsfoil? It has great power to heal. You should ask Captain Brackenbrook if he knows of any that grows in these parts. Offer him assistance as well, if it does not take you far out of the way. We must begin to work on him, and perhaps he will look more kindly upon you after you do him a good deed.
Kingsfoil, eh? 'Tis a nice leafy plant that grows around Bronway's Folly, a ruin south of here. Help yourself to as much as you'd like. We've no use for it. And as for your offer of assistance, I will take you up on it. We are always in need of able hands. and you might as well earn your keep while you stay with us. My best man, Calder Cobb, is having trouble with wolves of late. Perhaps you could help him on your way to do your gardening job for the Ranger.
Brigands are naught but riffraff.
Well, well, if it isn't the rumor monger. I've heard all about you, Nashorina. As you can see for yourself, there aren't no brigands causing problems. It's the wolves that threaten us lately. They seem to have gathered around Bronway's Folly, especially about the top of the ruins. Brackenbrook sent you to assist me, and assist me you shall. I would like you to look into this wolf problem we are having.
There is a strange banner atop the stairs here.
Calder Cobb told me you'd be paying me a visit. You'll be sorry for sticking your nose where it don't belong. How is it that you stand before me? A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master? Bah! I would kill you myself if that fool Dirk Mudbrick weren't watching. No matter. I do not fear exposure. Brackenbrook will never believe you. He thinks I have served him loyally since I was but a lad, the old fool. Tell Brackenbrook whatever you like, but Archet will fall, and I'll make out with more gold than you can fathom. And you will die with the rest, if you do not make yourself scarce before tonight.
Danger has found you earlier than I predicted. It sounds like Calder Cobb had it in for you before you even arrived. How did he know of you if he was at his post? And how did that Blackwold know you were coming? Thank you for the risk you took to deliver the King's foil. I will think upon this riddle while I prepare a salve for Amdir.
Amdir looks so changed since last night. I almost feel like he's naught but a shadow when I look at him, like he isn't really there. How it makes me shiver. I saw Strider make a salve of king's foil for his wound, but my gamma always used a different remedy when a young brandybuck would get a nasty splinter. Sweet bilberry tea. I smelled bilberries by the water to the east of here as we passed in the night, which means they're in season. I would dearly like to make a tea for poor Amdir.
Hey, you there! I'm hungry! When was the last time they fed you? I haven't had a bite since breakfast and I am starving. All they gave me was bread and jam. Did you fare any better? I would give anything for some real food. I don't think I've ever eaten so badly. If you go fetch me some proper food like meat, I will reward you handsomely. Perhaps I will even share my leftovers with you if you are quick. Hey, you brought me pork! Or bacon! Or perhaps sausage! Oh, it doesn't matter, I can make a little of each.
Mundo weighs the parcel of meats in his hands.
This will give me something to munch on for a bit. Hopefully this provender will last me until I can go back home.
Well done. You have found more than enough for a good strong tea. This is sure to cheer Amdir right up. Give me a moment, and I will steep the berries in some boiling water. Doesn't the bilberry tea smell delightful? It still reminds me of my gammer, who made this for me when I was under the weather, even though my gammer is long gone. You were such a dear to collect those wild berries for me, so I shan't be taking all the credit. Why don't you bring this nice brew to Amdir so he can thank you himself? You make sure he drinks it all up.
Does that tea smell of bilberries? That was very sweet of Celandine, and very good of you to fetch her the makings. I am all the sorrier, for I cannot drink this now. I do not feel well enough just now. I will pretend to drink it. You must tell Celandine I enjoyed her tea. Please, do not let her know that her kindness was wasted on me.
Amdir only pretends to drink the tea. He looks even paler than before.
Did that tea perk him up? I knew it would. Bilberry tea always fixes me right up, and I know it would be especially sweet if it came from both of us, Flabo. I know Amdir will be back on his feet soon. He is so brave.
I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Calder Cobb's treachery, or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook. If Calder Cobb is his best soldier, I know Brackenbrook will not believe that he tried to have you ambushed by a Blackwold. I did some asking around while you were gone, and there is a Blackwold brigand in the stocks. Across the lane from here, he is being held for highway robbery. You should question him about Calder Cobb.
Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
Let me go! I'm a friend of Calder Cobb's, and I'm innocent at that. This idiot jailer won't heed me.
Otto quiets down as you tell him you know of Calder Cobb's treachery.
So you think you know the plan? Don't be smug. It's too late. By now, the gears of war will be turning down in the south, and quick. Soon I'll be free, and you'll be the one in shackles. Or worse. You'll be sorry when me friends get here.
It is good to make your acquaintance, Nasharina. I noticed you were questioning Otto. Does that mean that his mutterings have been truthful? Yes, I do believe what you have come to Archet to tell. It is unprecedented, but all signs are showing that the Blackwolds mean to attack us. How is it that they have the means? If Brackenbrook does not believe you, you may tell him that I do, for what it's worth.
How can you say this? Calder Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy. I suppose it would be wise to investigate your claim. I'll not question Calder Cobb's lifetime of loyalty if there is no truth to back it up. But if you and Ned are right in your suspicion, this will be a very bad situation for us. Cal Sprigley's farm is to the south of here, near the gate to the town of Combe. If aught is going on, he'll know.
No one will ever believe you.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day. I'm glad you're here. Some Blackwolds tried to attack us this morning, but we drove them off. We must get help from Combe, the next town over. It's southwest of here, and not more than a short journey away. They must bring their soldiers to Archet at once to help stave off the raid. Please make haste. I fear the Blackwolds mean to attack tonight. The road here is crawling with brigands, but I pray you can make it safe to Combe.
Haha, do you want the people of Combe to help you?
You're afraid of the Blackwolds, are you?
Best run home, little fool. Enjoy your day. It'll be your last.
But blocked! No, it cannot be. My men traveled to Combe only yesterday for a delivery. That is bad news, Nashorina. The captain must be informed of what's going on at once. Here is a note for Brackenbrook. He knows my scrawl. He will believe you now.
You give Captain Brackenbrook the note.
Dear Captain Brackenbrook, my farm was attacked by Blackwolds this morning. They are organized and they are armed. I and a few of my men managed to stave them off, but something dark is stirring in a way I have never seen. They have cut off the road to Combe. We can't get out and no help can come in. Please make yourself ready for all-out war. These are not the ruffians we know.
Cal.
What have I done? You cannot fathom just how wrong I have been. I have trusted Calder Cobb and heeded his advice for a long time, even after my own son tried to warn me of his duplicity. My son, John, is a worthy hunter, but he has not set foot in this town for over 3 years. He will never forgive me for the things I said to him. Oh, what a fool I am. I told him he was not welcome in Archet, until he stopped behaving like a jealous child. Now he and his hunters are our only hope. But what can I do? He does not deserve to be dragged deeper into my folly. Nay, Archet must withstand this storm without help.
Do not despair. You have done well. Indeed, better than I could have done. You earned Captain Brackenbrook's trust. You must appeal to his son John against his wishes. I must leave soon, and Archet will need all the help it can get, even if a father's pride is at stake. I am confident you will be able to bring the hunters in and give this town a fighting chance. In the meantime, I must make haste. Amdir assures me he just needs rest.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town. I have been watching from the bounds. The skies have turned dark and fell, and there is a shadow of unrest over all of Archet, over men and beasts and trees alike. Let me guess. My father has not the wisdom to observe such things, so you heard of his exiled son and came to me for aid. Come then, out with it. I desire to hear what you have to tell.
Calder Cobb has shown his true colors at last.
I knew him to be evil-hearted, but my father is too trusting. He does not like to think ill of people. His blindness wounded me, but he is a good man. So to answer your question, yes, I will come to Archet's aid, I and my fellows. I am a hunter and a skilled warrior, trained by my father and captain, and I would rather die than sit idly by while foul brigands crash upon a decent peoples. Let us see what there is to see, before the storm is upon us. While I gather my warriors and my weapons, you should sneak into the Blackwolds' roost and uncover their plan of attack for tonight.
My dad and the other farmhands, they gave chase to the brigands after the attack on our farm. I don't think the brigands expected us to put up such a fight after they surprised us. There weren't many of them, but I never saw them act so bold afore today. Only problem is, they ain't back yet. They ran off to the east, chasing the brigands into the woods. It was hours ago though, and I'm very worried. Could you go look for them and bring them back safe?
Walt Wheatley has been murdered by Blackwolds.
You're messing with the wrong band! We have powerful friends!
Bill Hayspear has been murdered by Blackwolds. Thornton Woodley has been murdered by Blackwolds.
No! It cannot be! My poor father and the others! No, it cannot be, it cannot!
Will is silent for a long moment, his eyes closed, but after a great pause, he is roused.
I will have my revenge upon those Blackwolds, or I will die trying! Archet will never fall to such murderous fiends.
You're in a mess of trouble!
A letter inside the satchel tells that the Blackwolds mean to attack tonight with the help of Angmar.
Good work, my friend. I believe there is hope for us yet. We only need a strategy. These folk from Angmar sound like evil foes, but at least we know what we are up against. The plans also show a map that points to the Old East Path, which is just near here. We all avoid that path save for Atli Spiderbane, a visitor from east of the Misty Mountains. Speak with Atli and learn what he can tell you about the path. We can use the path to our advantage if we manage to successfully scout it.
Aye, I know all about the Old East Path. There are spiders everywhere. When you kill one, another takes its place. If we're to make use of the path at all, we should fight our way through and ensure that it is still blocked at the walls of Archet. The spiders will do some work for us against the Blackwolds. And what the spiders don't deal with, we shall come from afore and behind with our axes and our blades. And we will fall upon them like a mighty cave coming down.
This brigand scout met his doom at the dead end on the Old East Path.
A dead end will surely work in our favor. The brigands will be slowed, and they will have the spiders at their heels, and the hunters will come from behind while the soldiers attack at the head. I will go to Archet to rally them, and ready them for the storm that awaits them tonight.
John Brackenbrook and his hunters have reached the outskirts of Archet to find it already ablaze. A desperate struggle to save their village is about to begin. Hopefully, you have arrived in time.
Look out, they see us!
What? Where?
They have spotted us. We move now. We have no time to lose. Already the town burns. We have only a short time to rest here before they see that we have broken through the east wall. I fear that we are less safe by the moment. We must help my father.
Mercy!
Like the feel of my boot, turnkey?
Why did he lock this door?
Stop, I beg you!
Hold on, Ned. I'm coming.
Enough fun. Back to work.
We must save Ned! Well done!
Oh, which blasted key is it?
Peg, where are you? Amdir. Amdir's close by. He escaped the slaughter at the Badger. You have to help him. Defend the Badger. Those Blackwolds want the Hobbit and the Captain. I saw something in the flames. Go after them. You must save them.
Ned, no! Oh, Ned.
Calder Cobb's and Otto's treachery were just the beginning of this battle, I fear. We must find a way to the Mad Badger Inn. Peg has left us a way into the marketplace. Perhaps there is a way in through there. Follow me. Let's make sure the marketplace is safe. Come with me. It looks like this way is blocked. We must find a new route.
There are more up ahead.
I wish those northerners would hurry it up and get here. Let's finish it.
You fight well, but I fear the worst is yet to come. The marketplace is safe for now, but we must press on. If we tarry too long, we will lose all of Archet. We must find another way into the center of town. Now we should secure the crafters area. Come! Those black-hearted fiends have laid waste to our town. I hope we are not too late.
Look, Artley is ahead. All must not be lost.
Well met, friend. Is the crafting hall safe?
A group of Blackwolds entered that building yonder not long ago, John. Together, surely we can take them and reclaim this area.
Well then, let's not tarry. We must save Arch... Ah, look! We must brace ourselves for the worst. You have fared well, my friend, but all might be lost nonetheless. We have protected the market square and the crafters area. Already the Mad Badger burns. Perhaps my father is still alive, but I hold little hope. Follow Atli and me. We will defend what is left of this town to the death if we must. We are almost there, my friend. My father will still be alive. I know it!
Father, I knew you would survive.
I am alive, son, but I grow weary from the fight. Does Archet fall now? I have been a fool!
This is not the time for blame. We must look only to defending those who count on us for safety.
I agree. I will guard the hobbits and the injured man. Can you keep the attackers at bay? They approach! Defend us!
Prepare for the final onslaught.
You're better than I thought!
No more time for games. We come for the ranger.
What have you done, Calder Cobb? What have you become?
You have always been blind where I am concerned, Captain. But perhaps you begin to understand me.
All I know is that you betrayed your home and your peoples. You should be ashamed.
Enough talk. Amdir is now a servant of Morghul. Come together.
Yes, Master.
Amdir, no! Don't go with them! What is happening?
Calder Cobb, finish what you came to do.
Gladly! I will have the power in Archet now, Brackenbrook.
Father! No!
This is a sad day indeed. Archet is burned, my father is dead, and the ranger was taken by evil men, if men they can be called. Now all we can do is wait for the flames to die down. Then, with luck, we may begin to rebuild our poor town.